back, everybody. I am on the road, headed up to my dad's off-grid cabin. I've told a few people, there's been a lot of interest. People want to see my dad's situation up there. He is retired and living off-grid on pennies. You've probably seen my dad in other videos. He's helped us out when he comes to town. When he comes to our location, he always stays at our place for a few days in our tiny house and helps out with some of my other videos. We've had a lot of interest in people seeing how he's doing everything. So I'm heading up there right now. It's always fun to go up there. It happens to be hunting season. We rely a lot on venison for our meat throughout the year, so we don't have to go to the store and buy meat. So I'm gonna try to double up, maybe get in a little bit of hunting time, and also film a couple videos up there that I've been really eager to do. So that brings me to the question, why live off-grid? Well, he sold his house. He's retired. He built a cabin completely off-grid. First and foremost, it's cheap living. He doesn't have a mortgage. He doesn't have to pay a power bill, a water bill. It does not take a lot of money to live. He's taught me a lot of my self-reliant skills, a lot of the bushcraft skills that I share. He's taught me a lot of those things, probably because he knows them, because he's living in the elements. When you live off-grid, you have to know how to do all that stuff. And if you don't know how to do that stuff, you're going to learn how to do that stuff. What's another reason why you want to go off-grid? Maybe you're tired of the hustle and bustle, the city life, waiting in traffic to go to work. Maybe you're tired of work. You live off-grid, you can self-sustain pretty easy. Or maybe not so easy at first, because you got to learn a lot of things. I can tell you why I would want to live off-grid completely. And I'm really excited to turn our little tiny house at our place to an off-grid cabin, just because if we ever lose power, I want to be able to go over there and take a hot shower, cook food, stay warm, have enough electricity to do what I need to do, or to do what I want to do. But why would I want to live off-grid? I would want to live off-grid so I didn't have bills, so that I could get away from the hustle and bustle and not have to go to work. We think it's normal that we have to go to work 5 days a week or more and work 40 hours a week or more, and that's just life. Well, I would rather live life rather than get home as it is now in the dark, not have any time to do much of anything. I'm lucky to have weekends, but even on the weekends, you're trying to play catch up with everything you need to get done. How nice would it be just to tend to your animals, do whatever you want to do every single day. Grow your own food, build what you need to build, learn what you need to learn, and go from day to day doing what you want, spending time with your family. Maybe have a little side hustle that you bring in some extra money. Save it up for things that you need. So for me, the heavy hitter is time freedom. I would love to have the time freedom. Have you guys thought about living off-grid? Moving out and selling everything and trying to be self-sufficient? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious to hear. I'm curious to hear if it's just me. My dad does it. He's been doing it for, over 5 years. So again, I'm on my way up there. I just was really excited. We're gonna film my dad's tiny house, tiny cabin, off-grid living situation. We're gonna go through all kinds of elements of his lifestyle, which should be super, super cool. So if you're one of those many people that were eager to see my dad's setup, it's coming. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, along with a like, of course, but why you might want to consider living off-grid, or what appeals to you about living off-grid and being self-sufficient. We're also going to do another video while I'm up here, and he's going to teach me a food storage tip, trick, secret on how to prolong the already long process of storing some food items. I don't even know how to do it yet. He's going to teach me. And then at the same time, he's also going to be teaching you. And also let me know if you also would be interested in seeing on how I put meat on the table, how I go about hunting and harvesting meat for our freezer for a year. There's been a little bit of interest, but I don't want to make some videos on it unless there's a lot of interest. So be sure to let me know your thoughts on that. I don't want to throw everybody a huge curveball and take you down a hunting road if there's not enough people that want to see it. And if so, and it does interest you, even just watching and learning, I could create some pretty cool videos on that. I could also go down the path of survival and self-sustaining survival, eating, acquiring meat, how to build a bow, how to build traps. We can go down that road also in the spring. Again, if there's interest. But be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We got a lot of great winter tips, survival tips coming up. It's going to be a hard winter. They're calling for a dark winter. You're going to want to see some of these tips that I throw out because I'm thinking up of all the things that you guys could face and tips and tricks to help you through that. And when I say he lives off grid, he lives up north in the wilderness, stone throw away from Canada. Again, hit that like button if you find value in this, and be sure to be watching for my dad's tiny house off-grid living video coming up soon.